Good day, we are group number 3. Our topic is well being, managing stress, and more care. Our objectives are to assess well being using indicators that measure aspects of education, physical and built environment, community, and economy. To capture a societal rather than an individual perspective on well being that is based on material, tangible, and quantitative indicators.
Why is taking care of yourself important? Taking taking care of ourselves is important, and why is that? Taking care of ourselves of simply self love have many ways to be attained and offers great effects, and it's important. It is because if we care for ourselves, we tend to reduce or eliminate our anxieties and depression. We can reduce stress. We can focus or concentrate more because we are not easily distracted by things we don't account for. We can minimize frustration and and anger. Anger just increase happiness, improve energy, and more. How to take care how to take care of yourself, building a personalized self-care plan. The eighth dimension, it keep it healthy, balanced, generally predict higher levels of wellness. First, emotional. Emotional coping effective with life and creating satisfying relationship. Second, environmental. Good health by occupying pleasant, stimulating environments that support well-being. Third, financial. Financial satisfaction with current and future financial situation. Fourth, intellectual. Recognizing creative abilities and finding ways to expand knowledge and skills. Fifth, occupational. Occupational personal satisfaction and enrichment derived from one's work. Six, physical. Physical recognizing the need for physical activity, diet, sleep, and nutrition. 7. Social. Social developing a sense of connection, belonging, and a well-developed support system. 8. It's spiritual. Spiritual expanding our sense of purpose and meaning in life. Emotional. Emotions that are freely felt and shared without judgment or attachment. Tend to flow easily without negatively harming our health. Repressed emotion, on the other hand, can drain mental energy, have a have a detrimental impact of the body, and lead to health issues. Talk to someone, journal, read, to do something artistic, listen to music, work out, go on a walk. Watch something that matches your mood or changes it, cry it out, embrace someone, cuddle, lot, and take a sleep. Professional help Professional help may make a great impact of difficult less in your life are preventing you from or working properly or feeling well. And if you're having difficulties, know that you are alone. One One out of every four individualism that unit the United States suffers from a mental health condition at any one time. When we talk about self-care on the emotional dimension, with that being said, emotions are freely felt and are shared truth in some cases if refresh cause bad effects, especially to health. Now to have that self-care on your emotional aspect, you should talk to someone, do something artistic, read a book, have a walk on the park or anywhere. Watch the sceneries, embrace people who holds their feelings to you and from them to you, and also take deep breaths. If you are way too much exhausted, it is advisable to take a break and have fun being alone.
Hello everyone, my topic is intellectual, environmental, and financial. Intellectual. Take a class, finish program, graduate. Read, listen to audiobooks, watch documentaries, solve puzzles, be observant of the world around you. Get interested, try something new. Tap into your creative, artistic side. Take a class, finish a program, graduate. Intelligence is a mental capacity that includes thinking, problem solving, and learning. Intelligence is a broad term that encompasses cognitive skills such as perception, attention, memory, language, and planning. Emotional intelligence aids in the development of stronger relationships, academic and professional success, and the achievement of professional and personal goals. It can also assist you connecting with your emotions, putting your intentions into action, and making educated decisions about what is most important to you. Environmental. Avoid littering, pick up trash, decrease waste, use reusable items, recycle, clean your house, and redecorate a space by going on a walk somewhere lovely. Loud noises and huge crowds can be stressful, so avoid them if possible. Pollution has an impact on mental health as well. Financial. Several studies found a cyclical relationship between financial concerns and mental health issues like depression, anxiety, and drug misuses. Financial difficulties have a negative influence on your mental health. You may feel melancholy or nervous as a result of the stress of debt or other financial troubles. Develop a reasonable financial plan. Open savings account. Begin saving. Increase your savings if you are already saving. Invest. Reduce needles expenditures. Evaluate where you can save money. Avoid using credit cards and seek for a raise. So what is intellectual? It is defined as someone or something that is rational rather than emotional. An example of intellectual is consulting a financial advisor about credit debt, appealing to or engaging the intellect, an intellectual book or an intellectual problem. So what do you mean by environmental? Environmental means related to or caused by the surroundings in which someone lives or something exists. It protects against environmental hazards such as wind and sun. The form the human family takes is a response to environmental pressures. So financial usually refers to money matters or transactions of some size or importance. A financial wizard. Fiscal is used especially in connection with government funds or those of any organization. The end of the fiscal year. Monetary relates especially to money as such a monetary system or standards.
My name is Ivan Maysug and I'm here to discuss about physical, social, and spiritual. First one to discuss is physical. First is work exercise every day, go for a walk, eat healthy, get your yearly exam, see the dentist, take your meds as recommended, stay away from drugs and alcohol, get 79 hours of sleep, and contact your doctor if you're not feeling well. Second is exercise benefits mental health by lowering anxiety, depression, and low mood, as well as enhancing self-esteem and cognitive performance. Exercise has also been shown to help those with poor self-esteem and social disengagement. The third one is improved sleep by making you feel exhausted at the end of the day. Fourth one is better self-esteem. As you grow and achieve your goals, being more active may help you feel better about yourself. The fifth one is managing stress, anxiety, or intrusive and racing thoughts. Physical activity releases cortisol, which aids in stress management. Physical activity also provides your brain something to focus on, which can help you cope with unpleasant situations. So physical is to say that this is very important to us to be away from sickness like um, uh, headaches, cough, and etc. So this is very important to us so that we have a good run in life, like away from sickness, also away from anxiety or depression or a problem in your life. So the second one to discuss is all about social. So what is social? First is meet up with friends and family. Stay in touch with all paths. Volunteer, go out, have fun. Use social media responsibly. We date positively. Use technology when distance is an issue and laugh a lot. The second one is making new acquaintances. Participating in group or team activities can help you meet new and like-minded people. The third one is socializing not only helps you avoid loneliness, but it also improves your memory and cognitive abilities, boosts your happiness and well-being, and may even help you to live longer. A greater way to interact in person, although technology may certainly help. So socially. Social is very important to us, like socializing to other people, having friends with other people, and also uh, to be socializing to your family. Go to your family, have fun, and and just help yourself away from about the gadgets like laptops, playing games, or cell phone in Mobile Legends. So be in socializing to other people to make your life more happiness, and you can see your life more happiness. So the third one to discuss is all about spiritual. So what is spiritual? meditate, pray. First one is meditate, pray, contemplate, do yoga, visit a significant location, be attentive, examine your greater purpose and significance, seek support from your higher power, love and another, and aid those in need. And the second one is it promotes people to develop stronger bonds with themselves, others. The unknown spiritually provides a feeling or serenity, purpose, and forgiveness, which can help you cope with stress. It becomes much more critical during times of emotional stress or disease. So, what is spiritual? So, spiritual is easily said that praying. Praying is the number one of spiritual, like talking to God, ask for forgiveness, or you have a problem, you can easily call Jesus in praying. So, spiritual is really important to us so that we can have time to Jesus, to have if we have a problem, we can easily say or ask him a guidance to help you to makaya na nimo ang na-encounter mo sa imong kinabuhi. And that is my discussion.
Positive emotions undo negative emotion. Negative emotions have a crucial role. Anxiety increases alertness. Anger encourages people to seek justice. Negative emotions, on the other hand, frequently persist past their usefulness, causing excessive annoyance as well as rises in heart rate and blood pressure. In these situations, laboratory research have shown that eliciting happy emotions is the most effective approach to suppress or erase the lasting effect of negative emotions. The restoration to cardiovascular normality is accelerated by cultivating happy feelings, both energetic good feelings like pleasure and amusement, as well as calm positive emotion like peace and gratitude, have found to have this undoing impact. Thus, the capacity nurture good emotion is a crucial skill for controlling negative emotions. Negative emotions are unpleasant and disruptive emotional reactions. Examples of negative emotion include sadness, fear, anger, or jealousy. These feeling these feelings aren't just unpleasant, they also make it hard to function in your normal daily life and interfere with your ability to accomplish your goals. How to deal with negative emotions? There are the number of coping strategies to deal with negative emotions. These include don't blow things out of proportion by going over them time and again in your mind. Try to be reasonable, accept that bad feelings are occasionally unavoidable, and think of ways make make yourself feel better. Relax, use pleasant activities like reading, walking, or talking to a friend. Learn, notice how grief, loss, and anger make you feel, and which events trigger those feelings so you can prepare in advance. Exercise, aerobic activity lowers your level of stress chemicals and allows you to cope better with negative emotion. Let go of the past. Constantly going over negative events robs you of the present and make you feel bad.
Positive emotion fuels resilience. Positive emotions foster adaptive coping in part because they hasten recovery from unpleasant emotions. Studies demonstrate that resilient person feel more positive emotions in the face of adversity than those who are less resilient. These higher levels of pleasant emotion in turn aid resilient persons in returning to pre-crisis functioning levels. This finding shows that one way to people utilize their emotions sensibly is to cultivate pleasant feelings at the right moment. So, positive emotion can help us increase our resilience because it it broaden our awareness, and we can think clearly of the problem, and so that we can see we can identify on what to do to solve that certain problem. Unlike to those person who are pessimistic or uses their negative emotion to a certain problem, it can worsen or it will not able to solve the problem that they encounter. If we use our positive emotion, we can feel hope, we envision a brighter future, and often help us through hard times. Positive emotions broaden thinking and build resources. Positive emotions have crucial roles that go beyond easing bad emotions and driving adaptive coping functions that scientists researching emotions have long disregarded. In my broaden build hypothesis of pleasant emotions, I highlight these extra roles. The widen and build hypothesis claims that pleasant emotions broadens people's thinking, prompting them to explore new paths of thought or activity. For example, joy stimulates want to play, while interest stimulates the need to learn. Individuals' physical, intellectual, social, and psychological resources grow when they find new ideas and behaviors, which is fundamental unintended consequence of these widened mindsets. Play, for example, promotes physical, social, emotional, and cognitive growth, as well as brain development. Exploration also enhances psychological complexity and knowledge. Positive emotion generate enduring personal resources that may be called on during subsequent difficult times by extending people's views. So, positive emotion broaden this repertoire, enabling us to draw on a wide array of possible cognitions and behavior in response to emotional stimuli. Through this lens, positive emotions leave us free to be creative, playful, curious, and experimental, and from these behaviors flow opportunities to gain new physical, social, and intellectual resources.
Hi, my name is Mark Noel Argawanon, and I represent positive emotions triggered toward optimal functioning. Positive emotion triggers upward spiral towards optimal functioning. It means that the positive emotions, according to this idea, extend the perspective at awareness and intellect, supporting the development of personal resource and beginning upward spirals towards high emotions, well-being, and it also explains how good affect might help people to healthy habits or time. Physical, proper sleep, nutrition, exercise. We can have trouble sleeping and staying active if we don't eat properly. Healthy eating habits can help to boost our moods and improves our health. According to research, eating well, exercise regularly, and getting enough high quality sleep each night can help increase physical well-being and low risk and anxiety.
Diet. So, what can diet do to us? Diet and nutrition have an impact on almost every area of our health. A healthy, balanced diet has been found to lower the risk of a variety of diseases, including heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and even obesity. Diet can have an impact on our mental health, with multiple studies indicating that particular diets may lower the risk of sadness and anxiety. Food may either fuel or derail a workout, and suggests that mixing a balanced diet with proper exercise yields greater advantages than either diet or exercise alone. When the proper with the appropriate balance of fluids, carbs, and protein is consumed at the right time, athletic performance and awareness can be improved. Poor dietary decisions such as eating just before a high intensity aerobic activity can cause nausea and make exercise more difficult. Sleep quality and duration are also influenced by what we consume. Caffeine is known for making falling asleep more difficult, and eating too close to night can cause sleep interruptions. Caffeine should be avoided before going to bed, according to most health experts. Diets lacking important minerals like calciums, magnesium, and vitamins A, C, D, and E, as well as diets high in calories or fat, might make it difficult to get adequate sleep. And for the most part, I don't think caffeine can really affect you in your diet. If you just consume it at the right time, it will give you even a boost of performance in your activity, in your physical activities. I've been using caffeine as well. I'm a health enthusiast, and so far it has not really affected me. It just made me addicted to caffeine. It is used as a pre-workout to boost your performance in your physical activity. And how important is sleep to your physical activity? Sleep allows the body and brain to rebuild and recuperate, influencing all of the body's tissue. According to the National Sleep Foundation, most individuals require 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night, while almost one-third of people fewer than 6 hours. Sleep deprivation raises the risk of diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. Sleep deprivation for an extensive period of time can damage focus and other cognitive functioning. People do not get enough sleep are more likely to overeat and eat unhealthy meals. Ghrelin and leptin, two neurotransmitters that signal our brain when to eat calories, are affected by sleep deprivation. People who lack sleep are more likely to crave high-calorie items. Sleep deprivation has been related to a bigger waist circumference and higher risk of obesity. Between workouts, sleep permits muscular tissue to repair. Sleep is also necessary for having the energy to work out. Sleep deprivation might result in less physical activity throughout the day, and decrease muscular strength during exercises. Sleep deprivation has been linked to an increase in sport injuries in those who aren't getting enough sleep. So, for most, sleep is the most important part of your physical activity. If you can't get any sleep, your body can't rest, and especially if you're building some muscles, your muscle cannot recover, your body cannot recover. So, if you are trying to engage in physical activity or even not trying to engage in physical activity, sleep is the way to grow. Sleep is very important. What I recommend to do to get more sleep is to turn off your phone if there is nothing to check out and sleep whenever you have the chance to sleep. I recommend 6 to 8 hours. I don't think 9 will actually do something, it will get you even more tired. 6 to 8 is the way to go for me.
Exercise is essential for good health and improves practical every bodily system. Reduce anxiety, lower blood pressure, and improve sleep are just a few of the immediate advantage. Long-term advantages of consistent exercise include improved weight control, stronger bones, and a lower risk of a variety of illness. High-intensity exercise reduces hunger for at least 30 to 60 minutes after a session is over. After a meal, physical exercise might help you feel more content and full. Sedentary activities, on the other hand, appear to have the opposite impact. People who spend more time watching television, consume more calories, are more likely to be overweight, according to research. Regular exercise has been demonstrated to help sleep in a large number of studies. Exercise such as aerobics and jogging, as well as strength exercise such as weightlifting, might help you sleep better. Any amount of activity can help you sleep better, while younger individuals generally need more exercise to reap the same advantages. Exercise in the afternoon or early morning is usually beneficial to sleep. Exercise done right before bedtime raises stress hormones, which can exacerbate sleep issues. So, exercise is a discipline used to help people assess where they are at with regards to exercise. Define an individualized exercise program. Help people deal with the barriers and issues that restrict people's participation in exercise and maximize a person's enjoyment of exercise. So, exercise is concerned with the application of psychological principles to the promotion of physical activity and exercise. The psychological and emotional consequences of physical activity and exercise, and the psychological, emotional, and health-related consequences of the lack of exercise. So, why is exercise important in psychology? So, exercise improves mental health by reducing anxiety, depression, and negative mood, and by improving self-esteem and cognitive function. Exercise has also been found to alleviate symptoms such as low self-esteem and social withdrawal. So, in this era of exponential growth of the metabolic syndrome and obesity, lifestyle modifications could be a cost-effective way to improve health and quality of life. Lifestyle modification can assume especially great importance in individuals with serious mental illness. Many of these individuals are at high risk of chronic diseases associated with sedentary behavior and medication side effects, including diabetes, hyperlipidemia, and cardiovascular diseases. An essential component of lifestyle modification is exercise. The importance of exercise is not adequately understood or appreciated by patients and mental health professionals alike. Evidence has suggested that exercise may be an often neglected intervention in mental health care. So, aerobic exercises, including jogging, swimming, cycling, walking, gardening, and dancing, and etc., have been proved to reduce anxiety and depression. These improvements in mood are proposed to be caused by exercise-induced increase in blood circulation to the brain and by an influence on the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal or HPA axis and those on the physiologic reactivity to stress. So this physiologic influence is probably mediated by the communication of the HPA axis with several regions of the brain, including the limbic system, which controls motivation and mood, the amygdala, which generates fear in response to stress, and the hippocampus, which plays an important part in the memory formation as well in the mood and motivation. So, exercise improves mental health by reducing anxiety, depression, negative mood, and by improving self-esteem and cognitive function. Exercise has also been found to alleviate symptoms such as low self-esteem and social withdrawal. Exercise is especially important in patients with schizophrenia since these patients are already vulnerable to obesity and also because of the additional risk of weight gain associated with antipsychotic treatment, especially with the atypical antipsychotics. So, the benefits from exercise that should be emphasized and reinforced by every mental health professional to their patients include the following of improved sleep, increased interest in sex, better endurance, stress relief, improvement in mood, increased energy and stamina, reduced tiredness that can increase mental alertness, weight reduction, and reduced cholesterol. So that's all for the exercise. So next is improving sleep through diet and exercise. While most individuals understand the importance of nutrition and exercise in improving their health, sleep is sometimes disregarded. If you want to enhance your sleep, start with sleep hygiene, which consists of guidelines that encourages quality sleep. Here are some food and activity suggestions for enhancing your sleep hygiene. So first is avoid caffeine. Stimulants such as coffee, energy drinks, and soda should be avoided. If you must consume them, do it first thing in the morning. If you drink a lot of coffee during the day, consider whether you are compensating for excessive daytime drowsiness. So next is move your body. Exercise on a regular basis might help you sleep better. While any movement during the day is beneficial, during regular, moderate exercise a few times a week is much better. Try to avoid working out too close to night, allowing your body to relax for a few hours afterward. Next is get some light. Try exercising outside throughout the day, since natural light can assist your body maintain its sleep patterns. So diet, exercise, and sleep are the three pillars of a healthy life. While improving just one of these lifestyle factors can help people lead longer lives, several recent studies have suggested that improving all three may be a better way to improve both physical and mental health. So, the relationship between diet, exercise, and sleep is that it can influence one another in complex to innumerable ways. Learning about how these activities affect one another is an important part of understanding why research has shown that the more of these lifestyle behaviors you improve, the better your well-being. So for diet and nutrition affect virtually all aspects of our health. Eating a healthy balanced diet has been shown to reduce the risk of a myriad of health conditions, from a heart disease and a stroke to diabetes and obesity. Diet can also affect our mental health, with several studies suggesting that certain diets may reduce the risk of developing depression and anxiety. Food can either fuel or foil a workout, and research shows that combining a healthy diet with adequate exercise offers more benefits than improving diet alone. The right combination of fluids, carbohydrates, and protein eating at the right time can improve athletic performance and decrease fatigue. Poor dietary choices like eating right before a high-intensity cardio workout can lead to increased nausea and make exercise more challenging. What we eat can also impact sleep quality and duration. Caffeine is notorious for making it more difficult to fall asleep, and eating too close to bedtime can lead to sleep disruptions. Most experts recommend avoiding caffeine prior to sleeping. Having too much calories or fat in your diet make it harder to get enough sleep. Also, diets lacking key nutrients like calcium, magnesium, and vitamin A, C, D, and E. So for exercise is a cornerstone of health and benefits nearly every system in the body. Many of the benefits are seen immediately like reduced anxiety, lower blood pressure, and better sleep. Consistent exercise offers even more long-term benefits, including better weight management, stronger bones, and a reduced risk of more than 35 diseases. High intensity exercise decrease appetite, often for at least 30 to 60 minutes after finishing a workout. Physical activity can also help you feel more satisfied and full after a meal. Unfortunately, sedentary activities appear to have the opposite impact. So, research has shown that people who had spent more time watching television consume more calories and are likely to be overweight. So, working out can also reduce the risk of sleep problems like insomnia, obstructive sleep apnea, and restless leg syndrome. Multiple studies have shown that exercise can reduce pre-sleep anxiety and improve sleep quality in people with nausea. So for sleep, sleep offers the body and the brain time to restore and recover, affecting nearly every tissue in the body. According to the National Sleep Foundation, based on my research, most adults need at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Yet, almost one-third of the Americans are getting less than 6 hours per night. So sleep deprivation increases the risk of health conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. Prolonged sleep deprivation can also affect concentration and other cognitive functions. So without enough sleep, people tend to overeat and choose unhealthy foods. Sleep deprivation affects the body's release of ghrelin and leptin, two neurotransmitters that tell our brain when to consume calories. So people who are sleep deprived are more drawn towards high calorie foods. So sleep allows muscles tissue time to recover between workouts. So sufficient sleep is also important in having enough energy to exercise. Not getting enough sleep can lead to being less physical active. So it can lead to less physical activity during the day and reduced muscle strength. So during workouts, sleep deprivation can also affect the safety of exercise, with increased sports injuries reported in those who are overslept. So that's all for Group 3. Thank you for watching.